This is not just another retro motorcycle story, because this time, something feels different. Kawasaki doesn't usually react. They observe, they wait, and when they move, it's almost always deliberate. Now, with Honda preparing what many believe could be the CB1000F revival, the question isn't if Kawasaki will respond, but how far they're willing to go. Because if the Z1000 RS arrives in 2026, this won't be a nostalgic tribute. It will be a direct challenge. And here's why that matters more than most people realize. Long before retro motorcycles became a trend, Kawasaki already understood something crucial. Legends don't need reinvention. They need precision. The Z900 RS proved that philosophy perfectly. It wasn't the fastest bike in its class. It wasn't the cheapest either. But it felt right. The proportions, the sound, the attitude. And most importantly, it didn't try to modernize the soul of the original Z1. That's why it worked. Now scale that idea up, and you begin to understand what a Z1000 RS could represent. Not just a bigger engine, but a statement.
Honda, on the other hand, plays a very different game. When Honda revives a legend, they often aim for balance, accessibility, and mass appeal. If the CB1000F returns, it's expected to be smooth, refined, and technically impressive. A motorcycle designed to be loved by many, not feared by rivals. And that may be exactly where Kawasaki sees an opening. Because Kawasaki doesn't need to win on refinement. They win on character. If a Z1000 RS becomes reality, logic suggests it wouldn't start from scratch. Kawasaki already has the platform. They already have the engine. They already know the audience. The real question is how aggressive they would make it. Not in horsepower numbers, but in presence. A heavier tank, a longer stance, a deeper exhaust note. A bike that doesn't whisper heritage, but announces it. And that alone would instantly separate it from whatever Honda is planning. Here's the interesting part. Kawasaki has never been afraid to let their retro bikes feel slightly raw. The Z900 RS isn't clinically perfect. It has weight, it has attitude, and riders love it for that. Now imagine that philosophy applied to a leader-class retro machine. Not a naked bike in classic clothing, but a true homage with modern reliability underneath. That's the kind of motorcycle that doesn't just compete with the CB1000F, it disrupts the entire segment. And this is where the timing becomes critical. Retro motorcycles are no longer niche products, they're emotional purchases. Riders in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s aren't looking for lap times anymore. They're looking for connection. Honda understands this. Kawasaki understands it even better. Which is why a Z1000 RS wouldn't be rushed. It would be calculated. Released only when the market is ready and when the competition exposes a gap.
If Honda leans too far into refinement, Kawasaki can lean into authenticity. If Honda plays it safe, Kawasaki can afford to be bold. And that's exactly how they've won before. Not by chasing Honda, but by offering something Honda won't. Of course, nothing here is official. There are no confirmed specs, no release dates. But patterns matter, and Kawasaki's pattern is clear. They don't revive legends to follow trends. They do it to reclaim ground. If a Z1000 RS appears in 2026, it won't exist just to expand the lineup. It will exist to remind everyone that Kawasaki still knows how to build motorcycles that feel alive.
So the real question isn't whether a Z1000 RS could challenge the CB1000F. It's whether Honda is prepared for the kind of challenge Kawasaki would bring. Because when these two brands clash in the retro world, it's never about specs, it's about identity. And in that battle, nostalgia is just the starting point. Would you choose Honda's refined return to heritage or Kawasaki's unapologetic interpretation of a legend? Let me know in the comments, because this retro war is only just beginning.